pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Step Cardi B, I'm up, I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Get up!
On second down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The Packers and Falcons, they've had some memorable encounters in recent years. They met at the Georgia Dome in the 2016 NFC Championship game won by Atlanta, as well as the first regular season game at the new Mercedes-Benz Dome. That game also won by the Falcons 34-23, so revenge on the minds of the green and gold here. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down after a good game. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Ryan, caught on the right side by Jones. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Ryan. It's complete to Parker, left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Ryan line, going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Hey, let's go.
This is Coleman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Ryan. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Trevor Davis now to return. Oh, he shifts past him. Oh, now he pulls him over. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now, that's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That's mine. Yeah. Hey, 18. We are going.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11.
Now Ryan on second down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To throw on second down, Ryan, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll make it third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On third down, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Wide left.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Hurry up.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hey, let's go.
On second down, Freeman. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
On third down, Freeman. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the... It's Coleman here, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. The quick slant caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal.
22.
Here's Coleman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Let's go, come on. $3.19. Hey, check 26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Back to north. No. Reno going. Hurry up. 45.
Draw play. Rodgers to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down. Get reset. Hey, easy.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Uncorks one for Davis. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
26.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Zoom.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You got 4. You got 4. 258. Over. Over.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So we have... And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Over here.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, 626. 319. Zoom.
Now Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And this is going to be Packer football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
You reset. Hey, easy.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's fine. Yeah. Jumbo! 258.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
319. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
We are going.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We are going.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll get it up the middle, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Crosby puts it through, and they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Coleman trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Here's Ryan to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
11.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Let's go. Hey, Tuesday.
Coleman now. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Hey, let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
11.
To throw again, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Where y'all going? 319. Inside.
Rodgers now on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
That's fine.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Williams. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
319! 319!
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Hey, 626!
Rodgers now on 3rd down. Uncorks one for Davis. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 41 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Returnable here for Davis. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.